Hello everyone, welcome back to another long-awaited episode of the Matured Mind series. If you aren't familiar with this series, it was essentially created to help those who want to achieve more in all aspects of their own life. How to essentially reform your mind into a more determined and positive way of thinking. Each of these episodes are constructed delicately, meaning that one episode will not make sense without the other. So I suggest viewing the previous episodes before intaking any of the information found in this video to ensure that you can confidently apply the information to your life. Reflection. If someone told you that you had a few stains on your shirt, what would you do? You would go to the bathroom and look in the mirror. You can see the spots. You can see how big they are. You can see where they are. You can see what color it is, how thick it is, etc. You have the ability to completely assess each and every single one of those stains. Your life must work the same way. After undergoing so many experiences on your journey to success, you have to be able to look back. If you have went through a day where you feel things aren't going well, you feel frustrated, sad, just a variety of emotions, you need to assess those feelings. Don't push them off. Don't avoid the way that you feel. This will bring you down in the long run. You have to take some time to think about the way that you feel, and most importantly, why you feel that way. This will lead you to new realizations that will only benefit you. If you've had a tough day and if you've experienced emotions that you've never experienced before, after reflecting, you can come upon the realization that this is the kind of difficulty that you must be able to endure to achieve the things that you want. Or maybe another realization that you come upon is that something within this path, within this journey to success, there's something that does not satisfy you and that you dislike and you don't enjoy doing. That is another beneficial realization to you. You will realize things that you've never thought you'd see before. Take the necessary time to reflect often. Think about your life, your actions, your path, your emotions, your feelings, and how they mentally guide you. Please reflect. Tips. So I wanted to inform you all of a few tips that I have for you. Many of you don't have the necessary strategies that help you from day to day, so I decided to take some of my own and just give it to you. This will assist you in getting through tougher times, just having more mental strength, and overall being able to do things and accomplish things more efficiently. We all forget information. Sharing information consistently with others will reduce the amount of information that you forget. This means that you should be trying to make friends and buddies that have the same mental interest journey. You should be finding people that love to grow the strength of their mind and they're on the same path to achieving something of their own. And what this means is that because they love having this, mass amount of mental strength, they go and they watch other podcasts. They watch this series, the Matured Mind series. They may watch the Motivated Mind series. They may watch Gary Vee. Different people in your group will have different information coming from different people, which can be beneficial to the whole group, because then you guys can collaborate and you can share your thoughts, share your opinions, and share the new information that you have learned. And throughout that, now that you have verbally, not just mentally, you have now verbally given off that information, and now it's going to become just more of in your head. It's going to maintain inside of your head more, because you have been able to release that information and actually be able to use it. What this means is that you are not just learning information and then running off with it in your mind. You are now learning information, talking to people about that information, and also using it in your mind as well. This helps you maintain that information more. Creating a daily affirmation. An affirmation is a few sentences that you read every single day or when you wake up and before you go to bed, which is where you say things in which that you would like to have /and/or have. For example, the first sentence in my affirmation that I read in the morning and right before I go to bed is that I am persistent and consistent. Through all these seemingly impossible times, I am able to calm myself and continue positively. I've had this affirmation for a long time. Now, at this point, I am able to accomplish these things. I am able to remain persistent and consistent. Through all these seemingly impossible times, I am able to calm myself and continue positively mentally. Now, you're probably asking me, well, if you haven't had that ability before, why did you put it in there? because it's an and or, which means that it doesn't matter if you have the capabilities of doing them or you want to do them. It is either you will keep that information maintained inside of your mind or you are manifesting towards it. Which means that if you aren't able to be persistent and consistent, it should still remain inside your affirmation. This is how manifestation works. You have to believe that you already have what it is that you want in order to actually get it. So if you are not able to remain persistent and consistent, and you don't believe that you are persistent and consistent, you will not be persistent and consistent. There is just no chance. If you are not persistent and consistent, and you want to be persistent and consistent, and you believe that you can be and are persistent and consistent, you are more than likely to be more persistent and consistent. And as time goes by, you have fully mastered the form of persistency and consistency because you have manifested it. Lastly, always look at how far your mentality has come. I'm not sure when you began watching this series or when you began trying to treat your mental health, growing the strength of your mentality. I don't know that information, but you do. No matter how long ago it was, even if it was yesterday, think back about how much you have grown mentally. How much knowledge have you consumed? How much beneficial and positive information that you now know that you did not know before? How much have you applied into your life? In what scenarios and situations have you been able to apply the things that you've learned in order to get a more positive and beneficial outcome? What are some two-way roads that you have encountered? One road being a bad road and the other one being a good road, but just it's harder to get by. And that you decided to take that harder road because it has a better outcome. You need to think of the things that having a better mentality has done for you and how much of a better mentality have you grown? How much information have you learned? How much new information do you know? How often do you share that information with your peers and family members and friends? How is this information utilized in your life? These are the kind of questions that you need to ask yourself because it'll allow you to be motivated. If you started working on your mental strength and your capabilities of your mind maybe like 6 months ago, and you start thinking about all the stuff that you've learned, everything that you've done, all the things that you've done, all the hard decisions that you've made, thinking about, oh, I need to be positive here, I need to be patient here, oh, I need to endure this, I need to be persistent here, I need to be consistent here. Thinking of all those things, those events, those scenarios, those situations, and all those things you've been through, you will become so much more motivated to know even more information because you want to grow the strength of your mind even further. Because you think back like, damn, I really did that. Damn, that was a hard decision to make. That was a super hard decision to make, and I was able to get through it and accomplish it using the power of my brain. This will assist you in becoming more motivated to learn more information on how to develop the strength of your mind. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to do something slightly different with the submissions. As you guys know, in previous episodes, I had you guys DM me maybe a paragraph or what have you of your problems and limitations and struggles. But something I want to do differently is a video. So I want you to DM me a video on Twitter or Instagram, a video of you literally just holding your phone at your face and telling me about any problems that you might have or any situation that you think that I can help you with so it can be featured on this series. The reason I'm doing this is that I did this before via text because I want to give people an understanding that you have a connection with a lot more people in the world, and people are undergoing similar issues in comparison to you. And doing it via video just shows that a real human being, not just through message, but you can see them and hear them, and you can just really just take a look at the real human being having real issues just like you. I want to establish a stronger connection between my viewers so that we can all grow our minds together. So please, if you're interested, please be sure to send me a video on Twitter or Instagram at Christornio. If you haven't already known, in each Mature Mind episode, there is a downloadable text document which consists of the script of that Mature Mind video that you're watching, which is this one, verbatim, which means word for word. So if you wish to read instead of listen, that is also a choice. I want to remind you that the comment section is disabled throughout my entire YouTube channel. YouTube has disabled comment section of videos that not only feature minors, but channels that are owned by minors like this one. However, I will not allow that to restrict the communication with me and my audience. Therefore, if you'd like to communicate with me, you can go over to the community tab where there's instructions to get down there in the description below. Please let me know of any changes that you'd like to see. If there's anything with the videos, the visual or audio quality that can be changed as well. And also if there's anything that I can do to allow the information to flow inside of your mind easier. Thank you all so much for watching. I truly appreciate your constant support, and I wish you all the best on your journeys to success. Adios.